Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for this episode. How to gain clarity fearlessly. Like, clarity is so freaking important. Our brains do want a clear path, which is also tricky because it's going to change so many times. So I have a hack. I have a hack for you that will help, because our brains do want a clear path. Okay. So if you're like, I have no problem putting in the work. Okay. If you know you're an action taker, you will always be successful. Always. Because you're willing to do the work. And we're more motivated, I think, at least from my own personal experience, we're more motivated to do the work when we have the clarity. Clarity leads to cash. And so we do, as humans, really love clarity. But again, it's going to change so many times. And so many people come to me saying, I've had past mentors or coaches that told me to do something a certain way and it didn't feel good, it didn't work. Or they told me that it's going to change so many times. And you gotta break the installation. Yeah, she's playing a video game. Sidebar, mom moment. But anyways, back to our regular scheduled programming. So I have people that come to me and they want to be told the steps, but then some people have had bad experiences with that. And so I have a different approach that I think you're going to like. Just keep an open mind, okay? I have a different approach. Whether you work with me or not, I'm going to give it to you because sharing is caring. And so I gained a lot of clarity today of my next steps, and I'm feeling like all the energy, all the dopamine, all the excitement. So it's just so perfect that we're talking about this today, because that's how much I believe in this, because it really, really works. Because I felt it today. Turn on the shower. That's for her. Okay. Anyway, so, she's playing a game. All right. So shout out to Leanne for sponsoring this episode. She is on a mission to help busy moms build a side hustle from home with what's called letter writing. It is a very hot, trendy thing to do. And she's got the juice. She's got the details. She's tested it herself. She's one of our amazing Wealthy Mama mini minders. And so I feel so honored and excited for her to, share this with the world. We're actually going to be jumping on board and testing it for moms, but you're in good hands. I fully believe that, and I want you to learn about it. So reach out to Leanne, get the deets. It is something that so many moms are doing. And as her and I were talking today, I was thinking of so many moms that this could bless, which is why it's motivating me to have Wealthy Mama go through the process, which I think is so, so important. Call some friends is what it says. So you call some friends too. Okay. So clarity. Let's break this down. Okay. Because yes, the plan is going to change a million times think about being a mom. Our day can change so many times, which can be exhausting. The same is true for being an entrepreneur. And so some mentors will tell you exactly step by step what to do. But it can be a little tricky because yes, you want to be told what to do, but you signed up to be an entrepreneur, which means you're supposed to be your own boss. And then that makes you codependent on a coach or a mentor. And then you're really not your own boss. And then that loses your creativity and also your ideas, right? And it's very easy to lose your voice. It's very easy to lose your personal touch to your business. And business is personal. And so I have a different approach. So my approach is teaching strategy and framework, and most importantly, pouring into you as a woman. So the woman behind the wealth. And this is becoming more and more a priority to me because as I have been working on pouring into myself, it's written all over my content. It's written all over my face. It's written all over my body how powerful it can be to pour into you, not just for your business, but for you, your family, your home, your mental health, your friendships, right? Like quality of life, like all of the things. And so this is becoming such a really big priority of where the Wealthy Mama movement is going, because it's getting neglected. So I love to more so teach you like strategy, teach you about offers, give you content, give you offers. But then there's just like so much flexibility. Like even our mini launch method, there's so much creativity, there's so much flexibility. I'll give you ideas, I'll break the steps down, but it's so much more about your voice, your creativity, your ideas. And I think that is really, really important. So we have a different approach. It's a little bit different here. Now, when it comes to clarity, I've gotten a lot of pushback, or I shouldn't say a lot. I've gotten a little bit of pushback or resistance from people where they're like, please just tell me what to do. And so that's tricky because it's always going to depend. There's so many factors. If there is somebody telling you exactly what to do, fill the pool with poop. I don't know what you're playing there. What is it called?
Poop your house.
Poop your house? We need a better game to play, sister. No. Okay, anyways. You're getting real unfiltered stuff over here. So the tricky part is if I tell you exactly what to do, it's not setting you up for ultimate success, because you're not honing in on the skill of problem solving. You're not honing in on the skill of listening to your intuition, your voice. Okay? You know I'm onto something. And then you're always codependent on somebody. I don't want you to be codependent on me. I don't want you waiting on me. Like I get to be like, kind of think about like Shark Tank, right? Like I get to be an added benefit to your business, but not contingent. Like nothing's contingent on me. Like, and so me teaching you these skills helps put you in the driver's seat. And it can be harder at times. It can be easier just for somebody to tell you what to do. But I promise you, you're going to be so much happier and you'll have way less to undo later. Trust me on this, like speaking from experience. And so this is just a whole different approach, and the vibes are fantastic. We chase the wealthy vibes. We take wealthy action here. We chase the wealthy vibes. Anything that doesn't feel good, we work through that and we move forward. So the reason why I'm bringing this up when it comes to clarity is because you don't need to know all the steps. Your brain does want to know all the steps. So in order to feed that craving of your brain wanting to know all the steps, we're going to get so clear on what do you actually desire? What is the desired outcome? What are the desired feelings? What are the big picture quality of life moments that you want, right? And you can get as detailed as you possibly want, like truly your wealthiest life. Like, what does that look like? What does it feel like? As much as you can get clear on it in this current reality that you're living in, right? Because even when I started my online business 7 years ago, if you would tell me like half of the things that I have done, that half of the things that I have felt, they were not on my radar, right? So my version of my wealthiest life, like I didn't even use the word wealth 7 years ago. Like that was not even in my vocabulary. That's how much growth has happened. But I had a vision of my wealthiest life, right? I didn't even say that word, but I had a vision of my wealthiest life, my version of that 7 years ago. And it's always going to keep evolving, right? There's never an end destination with wealth. There's just the next level and then the next level and the next level. And as humans, we crave progress. We crave growth. So we'll never actually, in my opinion, ever fully like hit the top. Like you can stop and pause and enjoy, but there always becomes a point where we're like ready for the next thing. That's why people start talking, babies typically when they like just had a baby, right? People plan their next vacation when they're on their next vacation. People accomplish a goal and then they're immediately thinking of the next goal. Like, it's just human nature. It's who we are. We don't have to fight it. We just get to lean into it and make it work for us. So when it comes to clarity, that's what I want you to get clear on. And this is the most powerful thing that I have realized and taught and implemented myself, because when we can start with the end in mind, we stay so laser focused and committed to that, right? We don't waver from that. You may update and evolve that, but in the current moment, right? Like when I knew I wanted to transition out of my old job and leave, I did not waver in that. I was very nervous. I was fearful. But I like pushed through, right? Like, remember like the bear, don't let the fear eat you alive type of thing that I talked about on another training. And so even though I was so fearful at times of leaving, right? A guaranteed paycheck, which so many people are so unhappy in their day job, but that guaranteed paycheck keeps them there, which I like. There's always truth in everything. Like, I'm never going to shame somebody for staying at a job that's providing for their family. Like, that's not my vibe, but your happiness is important. And there are other paths to a guaranteed paycheck, right? And so although I was so fearful, I did not let the fear eat me alive. And so I stayed so committed in the vision. I stayed so clear in the desired outcome. But has it taken so many twists and turns and gone in so many different directions that I never even imagined? Yes. So the reason why, like, I loved explaining the why behind things. The reason why this is so powerful is because you're energetically so focused on the outcome, but then you're so flexible on how you get there that you'll actually see more possibilities on how to get there. And that's a good thing.
What?
More poop? It says poop on the couch. We're in our poop era over here, apparently. Everything's poop, poop, poop. Okay. Never a dull moment as mom. So this is so powerful because if you get so committed to it has to be a certain offer, or it has to be the steps in this order, and like, let's say you quote unquote mess up, or the offer doesn't sell the way that you needed it to or wanted it to, then that's where we get derailed. That's where we get discouraged. That's where we get frustrated. But if you're just so committed and you're like, I will try 20 strategies, 20 offers, whatever it may be to get to that desired outcome. Like, I want you to sell yourself and get so clear on that desired outcome, right? That wealthiest life that you can currently create in your mind. Because we always create things in our mind first, then in the physical world. And then we start taking wealthy action. And when we do this, we can get messy. We can test things. We can tweak things. We can see what has traction. Then we can run with it. You can pick one strategy, go all in with that one, see where you land, and then go to the next strategy if you need to. More poop? I'm trying to do a training here. The people need the training. They want the clarity. Okay, this is the last one I'm reading. Poop on the cabinets. Okay, so that's where I want you to get clear. Most people are like, well, I want to be happy. I want to leave my day job. But like, get even more clear. Like, go deep. Go as deep as you can. What time do you work? Where do you work? Where do you live? How much money is in your bank account, right? Like, what do you dress? Like, what do you wear every single day? Like, I thought a version of me wanted to be like designer clothes and like dressed to the nines every single day. And I'm like, that's not me. Not in this current season of life. Like, for the foreseeable future, I am actually way happier I don't like jeans. I'm way happier in leggings and like a cute, like comfy top and like a headband or like my hair, like a top knot. Like, yes, I do love makeup, but it's just not realistic to do it every single day. Like, just simple. That's me. And that's the version of me that I have gotten so clear on that actually makes me feel comfy and happy and authentic and relaxed. And I just like released everything else that wasn't me. And that's also a really cool thing. When you're so crystal clear on who you are, who you want to be, where you're heading, what do you want your wealthiest life to look like and feel like, it's so much easier to make decisions. Yes and no. You overthink less. You're so much more excited. You get through the challenges because you're just so committed to that desired outcome, that desired vision, that it really does help fuel your fire. So grab a notebook and just start to get clear. Do some bullet points, do some journaling, start to brainstorm, act as if anything is possible and get really, really clear on that. And then we try strategy number 1 on how to get there. Then we try strategy number 2, then 3, then 4. Like, we do what it takes, right? You're an action taker. We do what it takes to create that wealthiest life. And we're excited to see how it all unfolds, because that's like the fun part too, is like the pursuit of the dream, the goal is just as thrilling as like achieving the dream or the goal. And so who you become on the way to creating your wealthiest life is so juicy and so delicious and so amazing. So we get clear on that. And I want you to do it from a place of what you want. Not what the world wants, not what, everyone else in your life tells you to do. What do you actually want? This is like a beautiful time to get selfish, and I'm really, really excited for you. Okay, I love you. Get to work. Leanne, thank you for sponsoring this episode. Thank you, everyone, for the poop commercials. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about you. Do you want to say hi? You are silly. So if you want to sponsor a crazy episode, let me know. Never a dull moment over here. Okay. Can you say goodbye?
Bye.